All right, fine. We can get started now, finally. Man, that took forever. All right. So, few quick changes. Did I tell you guys what Zoe's last asset's going to end up being instead?
I think so.
She's not doing the simulacrum.
Yeah,
doing, what's it called? Inspire? No, it's not.
Bleach. Awake. Awoke.
Invoke. Basically, she sucks the energy out of the local area into herself, and then can use it to make like illusions and minor magical effects and stuff like that. So pretty cool, actually.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's probably like the most magical effect that they have in Ironsworn.
And start recording.
I am recording.
Oh. Banana.
Why was that your first reaction? Ah, yes, we're recording. Adam's Family. Let's get copyrighted.
I don't know if that's a thing.
I know, I'm trying to take down that channel.
You're trying to take down Dad's channel.
Come here for a second, please.
If I'm going down, your entire channel's coming with me.
Wow, you guys are...
It's just the way that Sean was laughing was funny to me. It was like,
This whole thing is just gonna... this whole recording is just gonna be filled with stupid jokes instead of actual recorded gameplay.
No, Dad will make sure that we get through some stuff.
You think so?
I want you to know that I'm never leaving. Big Russian.
Please don't.
All right. So,
So,
well, I should wait for Zoe to get back.
uh,
You guys have any other questions? Oh, I was going to have you roll. So, like, what's your iron stat, Sean?
2.
Okay, so go ahead. Your iron is 2? Cool. So roll and see if you can figure out how it all works.
you're 6.
No, all of the dice roll together.
Oh,
Perfection.
Roll it in your thing, please. Thank you.
5. So I would have a mixed success here because I rolled a 7 and a 4, but my iron is a 3 and I rolled a 2.
Let's.
I got it.
All right.
I get it.
Okay.
Zoe, or Sean, what did you get on the 6? We don't care about the 10s yet.
4.
And now, what do you add to that? We're gonna roll. You're rolling iron.
2.
So what did you get?
6.
Okay.
Sweet.
So what is your? What'd you roll on your 2 challenge dice? Don't add them together.
8 and 1.
An 8 and a what?
And a 1.
So what did you get? Was it a full success, half success, or failure?
I mean, I don't know how this works.
Okay.
How many dice did you beat? With your 6, how many dice did you get a higher number then?
None.
No. Okay.
Absolutely 0.
Is your 6 bigger than a 1?
2. Well, it'd be 1.
Okay, you
Okay.
beat 1.
So if you beat half the dice, you got a mixed success. Okay. Do you understand? Try it again. Roll your edge. No, roll your shadow.
I'll roll it too.
Delicious.
Roll your shadow.
My shadow
Delicious.
is Uno.
Oh.
All right, Kaylee. Kaylee got a shadow. She has a shadow of 1. So she ended up with a...
So I rolled a 3 on my 6, and I add a 1, so I get a 4. But
The
on my
6
challenge dice, I rolled a 7 and a 9, so I failed.
Yes, big time.
Well, I got a 6.
She's about as sneaky as things that are not sneaky.
I'm about as sneaky as a thick, tall lady with a giant hammer.
Covered in bells. Tiny, jingly bells.
And literally everyone else in the area is a troll.
Okay, so you roll. What did you roll? No, the 6 is called your action dice. What'd you roll on your action dice, Sean?
6.
And you add your shadow.
9.
Okay, so you got a total of a 9. What did you roll on your 2 challenge dice?
2 and 8.
Okay, so what kind of success did you get?
Mixed. Because I only beat 1.
No, you beat both of them,
Oh,
didn't you?
nice.
Because 9 is bigger than 8 and 2.
Oh, nice.
So that would be a full success. See what I mean?
Why did you think you only got a mixed success?
Because, I mean, I thought we were taking away.
No.
The extras.
You compare each dice separately. Can you wipe up the...
No, you don't take away the extras. You add it together, and that's the number that you compare to the other dice.
Yep. Okay, so give me your glass for a second.
Good job, though.
Yeah, you did good, but let me get the bottom because it's wet also.
Do you want to do one more just
Yeah,
to
do
test?
one more. See if you can get it.
Do wits.
We'll have Zoe do it too.
Wits. Everybody roll wits.
Everybody roll wits.
Wait, what's...
You're rolling and adding wits to your six-sided dice.
I'm rolling. Ah! You're terrible at this game. You
Okay.
roll all of them.
All
At
of
the
them
same
Roll them
time.
all at the same time, Zoe.
So, interesting thing for me, my wits is a 2. I rolled a 5. I got a 7. So that's what my action dice is. My action dice is a 7. The other 2 is 2 and 7. What kind of success did I get?
Mix.
Good. Tied dice go to the challenge dice, which is bull crap. But whatever.
I got 2 and then a 4 and a 4.
Okay, what's your wits?
What's your wits?
2.
So, add 2 to whatever your action dice is.
You got 4, which means you beat absolutely.
Okay, Zoe, you got 2 on your dice, and you got a wits of 2. So what's that make? What's 2 plus 2? I'm very sure you can do this one. Yes. Does that beat your other either of your other 2 dice?
No.
Because they're ties.
Yeah.
4, 4, and 4. So not only is that a total failure,
Oh my god.
but it's the kind of total failure where I am asked, as the GM, to really make things worse. Because matches are like sort of crits. Sort of.
3, 8, and 3.
Okay, so what were you rolling?
Add 2 to that.
Can I go now?
Yeah.
Just wait. Add 2 to the 3.
She's gone 2 times now.
I know.
5.
You've done 5. So does 5 beat either of the other dice?
It beats 1 and does not beat the other.
That's a mixed success.
Yeah.
Sean, what about you? What'd you roll?
What'd you get? You're adding wits.
Well, my wits is 2. I got a 5, which is 7. And on my challenge dice, I got a 5 and a 6. I beat both of them, so I got a total success.
Nice.
He's really good at this.
He's getting it down.
I mean rolling your dice. My dice normally don't like me, but I appreciate the numbers that you're giving me, my lovely little friends.
They won't believe you.
I'm just trying to get them to love me.
They're not gonna.
They're gonna turn on you eventually. And we all
Where did
know
my
it.
guy end up? Oh, there he is. All right. So
I am going to give them hope and belief because I trust them. Now, I have experiences in the past to say that I absolutely should not, but I trust them.
all right. You ready?
Yes.
Guys are gonna turn
All right. So you guys have been doing the Far Warden thing.
Yeah, I get
The
free.
far warden? The free warden.
Free Warden.
The far wardens.
Free Warden. All right.
Just
You guys have been doing the Free Warden thing.
Just
Please
a
say- No,
warden
I don't want
that
you on
is
my screen.
just
You
a
sure?
hobbit warden that has been kicked really far.
Okay. Shh. You guys have been doing the Free Warden thing, which boils down to basically like being the unappreciated Rangers of the North, like in Tolkien. Like nobody calls him Aragorn, everyone calls him Strider, and everyone thinks he's suspicious, kind of thing. Like so, you're around and you kind of help and you fight monsters and help find lost children and deal with incursions of wolves and things like that. But nobody really wants you to stick around once the problem is solved because
Really?
you're shady.
You're welcome.
Weird, covered in feathers.
I
Never
mean,
talks to anybody and is unpleasant when he does. Talks all the time, but not to anybody else can see.
well,
You'll have some social hurdles to get over, is what I'm saying.
people think I'm a witch because I'm talking to myself, but I'm actually talking to my dead sister.
And
Nobody else.
explaining that doesn't make it better for literally anybody who's asking what's going on.
Who are
Like,
you talking to? Because it sounds
Are you-
like you're talking to no one. Oh, I'm talking to my dead sister, whose death I caused and follows me around to haunt me and give me advice. Don't ever speak to me again.
Exactly.
Wow, okay.
One's creepy. And I don't usually speak to anyone, but when I do,
You're
when
extremely unpleasant.
Wow.
But when I do, at least 5 out of 50 of my crows end up pecking the population.
All right, so
I love
So
how
you're
you
kind
look
of-
to Dad for approval.
kind
there.
of helping small communities with beasts and monsters, kind of informal roadway patrols, whatever. But you've all got your ear to the ground for,
Weirdness.
well, yeah, just you've all got your own personal things going on that you're also kind of, so you're keeping your ear to the ground for any news about what might have happened to,
Tegan is
What
her
was
name.
the deal? She was, like, a village was raided or something. She was, like, kidnapped or taken away or something like that.
She was a pretty high rank in the Wardens.
Oh,
and
she's using the ones.
Yeah, so she got sent off on a very, like, top secret, like, hush-hush, super dangerous mission,
shit.
and she didn't come back. And everyone was just like, well, that's to be expected. And I'm like, what the fuck, guys? And so now I have to try to figure out what her mission was originally and where she went and what happened and all
Okay.
that stuff.
Also, she has said that she will throw us off a cliff if she can get to her wife.
And Leo's thing has been basically that there have been Far Wardens. You're not the only one, but Far Wardens of lesser rank who've gone
Far!
Three. Fine. Jeez.
Diego Emilio.
Let's not do that. All right, sit down.
Once again, the punted wardens.
I want to see your vow.
The punted wardens have returned.
He's about to explain it,
Okay.
Zoe.
So the Free Wardens have gone missing over the years. There have been lesser ranked ones. You take it. For Leo, it's kind of like this thing where it's an affront to the Free Wardens in general. So it wasn't anybody he really knew personally.
It's a moral dilemma.
Well, yeah, he didn't know any of them, and that's kind of like this little quiet. You probably had this exchange where it's like, well, did you know one of them? No. Well, then why do you? Because they're Free Wardens. Well, but it's not like a personal thing. No, they're Free Wardens.
I want to give a cup of
I
that.
see.
Now you take it way more personally, so
Yeah.
it's probably more extreme. But he's just as
Adamant about it?
yeah. He's going to be just as relentless about it. But it's not like
It's not as personal.
he's not sitting there going,
I must get Jessica returned. I know all of their names.
"Can you do me a favor and flip?" No, he doesn't know any of their names. Typically.
Wow.
He might know a few of them, but
That's
So he's basically just saving.
wow, you're
Well,
really
he-
starting from nothing.
he knows like.
So he's basically just saving some random dudes.
No, he doesn't know, like, he hasn't, like, memorized every single one of their missing, because he didn't know most of them,
Yeah.
personally. But anyway. All right, so there's whispers, there's rumors around these disappearances within the Order, many of which are obviously fantasy, superstition, guesswork, a few threads that float to the surface, a letter, a summons, like random bits. One thing that keeps coming up in story, consistently in story from story, is Barovia. Okay, this barony that's little more than. When you ask people like what their impression of Barovia is, like what do they know about Barovia, people basically say like fog and mountain valleys. Like that's it. No one seems to know how to find it. At least no one that you guys have talked to seems to know how to get to the blasted place.
Nice, it's Atlantis.
It's Atlantis.
But that's recent background.
Cool.
Since we're doing basically a D&D campaign, I'm going to do the classic D&D thing and start everybody in a tavern.
Of course.
In a cavern or a
Tavern.
Tavern, which is like a bar, but olden
Valerie!
times.
Like
Valerie's getting
like the prancing pony.
Getting crunk.
Valerie's getting drunk. So is Leo.
It's not a bar, it is a tavern. That's different. It's like
Tavern.
it's a place to eat and also have a drink.
And also get drunk. Valerie's still
If so required.
Valerie's still getting
Required.
drunk.
No.
All right. Anyway, may I?
You're getting drunk.
To a free warden, this is just another dull tavern in another drab town in a province whose name you can't remember.
Yep.
I'm just saying, John probably isn't paying attention to that. Just passing time between the challenges on the road. Outside, bone-chilling fog over the whole town this evening. Everything's covered in a clammy blanket of muffled bleh.
Okay.
The dirt on the street is, because the street is dirt,
Oh yeah.
yeah, is kind of almost shiny from the accumulated moisture, but it's not like wet. It's not mud. It's just wet dirt, damp dirt.
That's what you're.
It's not a good time to be outside as well. Inside, though, the food is filling. Not bad. The ale is surprisingly passable. Local brewed, not terrible.
I'm just imagining.
They've got a good fire going in the hearth, and the tavern is alive with
people who are alive,
The
and one of
tumbling-
them that is not.
The tumbling voices of country folk.
I am alive.
I know, I was talking about your dead sister.
Ah.
Your sister is sitting there, like she's sitting next to you, and it's sort of like, I like these people. Simple, salt of the earth, good people. People you can trust to do what you're supposed to do instead of being lazy and letting somebody else do the work for you.
Racked by guilt.
Just an immediate punch to the face with guilt. Guilt.
Suddenly the
Fist.
tavern door
It's in my
swings. Shh. Suddenly the tavern door swings open. A hush kind of falls. A pause. I should say hush, but a pause comes over because people stop and kind of check and see who showed up. Is it somebody I know? Is it somebody I don't know? Both of these things are interesting. If you're a country bird, if you're somebody from local. Heavy booted footfalls and the jingle of spurs wind through the silence. Two men, brightly colored clothing, draped in loose folds around them, with hats
I will steal your hat.
hanging askew, hiding their eyes in shadows. I think I have a picture of this guy. Hang on.
Definitely.
Or these guys.
Definitely Aragorn.
Do I have a picture of these?
No.
Definitely Aragorn
No.
and his clone.
Oh, here we
And
go.
still no.
We're gonna.
They're hidden. They're like creepy. Little. Oh!
What?
They are
Now that's interesting.
ugly.
I mean, they're
Bleeding. I mean, maybe they've just got a red face.
their makeup is, their makeup work isn't strong. What? They're earthy people.
They are earthy people.
Interesting.
Clothes. This isn't a perfect picture, but the clothes are kind of very brightly
Yeah.
colored, that kind of thing.
Except for the guy who's behind the other guy.
No, this picture isn't perfect, is what he just said.
It's not a perfectly accurate representation of the guys.
You will never find
Pretty
a
close.
perfect picture.
Unless Mama finds the perfect picture.
They kind of come in. They scan the room. One of them kind of nudges the other, goes like that,
Oh god.
and they nod. And without any hesitation, the front one, kind of walks straight up to your table.
Oh god.
I've got my knife ready.
Assumes kind of this wide stance of folded arms.
God.
I got my knife.
I have been sent to deliver this message. If you be honorable, you will come at my master's aid at first light.
Oh god, they're Vikings.
It is not advisable to travel the Svalak road at night.
They're Vikings.
Come in the morning.
Hello, mother. Viking. You're unexpected.
Hello again.
She's unexpected. She lives here.
I saw all of you this morning in bed.
Alright.
Well, not you,
Oh no.
but I heard you.
I mean,
Daddy made
technically,
you watch.
I mean,
4 days worth
technically, you
of
saw me
TikToks.
in your bed.
That's what I said.
No.
Wait, no, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
Anyway.
I have been sent to deliver this message. If you be honorable, you will come to my master's aid at first light. It is not advisable to travel the Svalak roads at night.
Okay.
Skullic roads.
The Svalak road.
Okay, everybody
Interesting.
get their
He
weapons.
pulls from his
Okay.
tunic a sealed letter.
Puts down knife.
He
Puts
pulls
down
from
the
it.
knife.
Shh. He pulls from his tunic a sealed letter addressed to.
Greek.
No.
Can I read it for some?
It just says like 3 words, or something like that.
I mean, we are.
In a beautiful flowing script, addressed in a beautiful flowing script, and he drops the letter on the table. Take the west road from here to the Svalak forest.
I can't.
I like how you drop it on a table and in character all of you are like, gimme!
No, I got it.
Let it
Nope.
be. Let it be. Let it be.
What if the dead sister just
Take the west road from here to the Svalak woods at the edge of the mountains. The road there splits. One leading into the forest will in time bring you to mountain passes. There you will find my master in the Barovia. And you're like,
Okay, what does this
Barovia.
letter say?
Barovia.
I'm gonna text it to them.
I'm gonna text it to them.
I think this
Are
is
you
like.
gonna read it, Zoe? Are you gonna read it to them after?
Can I read it?
Wait, is it like? Is it like a?
I can read it to you if you want.
I want to read it. I want to read it.
Now, do you make any sign when he says Barovia? Any?
No, I'm
You give
still
anything away?
cold.
I can read it. If
I
you
wanna
want.
read it.
Oh, you can read it if you want.
I'm like,
Read it.
All right, so listen. Now stop for a second before you read it. Now, the So the guy, I don't think I need to, I'm not going to make you roll for any of this stuff, but the guy is a Vistani, okay?
Vistani.
This is a culture, okay? So the Vistani are sort of a clan of roaming traders. So they travel in wagons. They travel from place to place. They pick up stuff in one area, they trade it someplace else.
Also,
They are not necessarily trusted a lot. Because people are like, well, they come in here and trade, sure, but they steal as much as they buy. And
Yeah.
that
also
kind of
they've come to sell us ice for an overly expensive amount of emeralds.
So, no. It's not that kind. I mean, I guess kind of like the trader in Minecraft, but they're like entire camps of people traveling along by wagon and stuff like that. They're known for
Can I
their...
read the letter now?
No. They're known for being very clannish, very insular, but friendly generally to outsiders when there's trade to be had or anything like that. All that kind of thing.
Cool.
Can I read the letter now?
This way.
He's still talking.
He turns towards the bar, says to the barkeeper, "Fill the glasses, one and all. Their throats are obviously parched and they are unable to speak." And he takes out this little coin bag and drops it on the end, and then he pulls his hat and
Yeah.
on the bar, not the table, he tugs on his hat brim to everybody in the place, and then the two of them walk out. The other guy never even said it; he just loomed in the background. And then they walked. They both.
He was just,
Respect.
he
The back-
was just there.
The babble of the tavern voices starts back up. The letter is right there. It's dated yesterday. The
Okay.
parchment is crisp. The seal is a crest. So it's one of those. It's like that old style letter where they fold it twice and then they put a blob of wax on it and then they stamp a seal into the wax to seal it.
I still seal letters with wax.
I'm just saying, but it's an older style of thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, the seal is a crest. The stamp in the wax is not a crest that you recognize.
Okay.
All right.
Open it up and read it
You
out
may now
loud.
read the letter, by all means. Read it
Finally.
out loud.
Yeah.
I'm going to read it. Out loud. Oh. Now. Oh.
Hail to thee of mighty and valor.
Okay, I'm going to read it.
No!
Can I read it, please?
Okay.
Hail to thee of might and valor. I, a lowly servant of the township of Barovia, send honor to thee. We plead for thy so desperately needed assistance within our community. The love of my life, Irina Kolyana,
Kolyana.
has been afflicted by an evil so deadly that even the good people of our town cannot protect her. She languishes, and I would have her saved from this menace. There is much wealth in this community. I offer all that might be had to thee and thy fellows, but if thou shalt but answer my desperate plea, come quickly, for her time is at hand. All that I have shall be thine. Kolyen in
Drirovich.
Indrirovich. Burgomaster.
Kolyana.
Maybe I'll just send like
So Burgermaster would be like
Burgermaster.
Burgo.
Burgomaster.
So Burg. And you might have heard somebody say something at this point in time, like referring to a small town. Like I'm talking about this in real life. You may have heard somebody refer to a town as a burg, or like it's a tiny little burg.
Yeah.
Okay, so burg is an old word for town. Burgomaster is essentially mayor, the person in charge of a town. Okay.
So did you guys get the gist with all the thous and thous and theys?
The love of my life has been afflicted by an evil so deadly that even the good people of our town cannot protect her. Please come and help us. Please.
I'm
Now,
so
so this is exactly the kind of thing, first of all, the kind of lead that you've been looking for. At the same time, the letter meets all the requirements of a formal request for aid from the Free Wardens.
Okay.
Okay. Hail to thee of might and valor is literally the way you're supposed to start the request to the Free Wardens in a written request, like officially. Hardly anybody even does that anymore. This is old school. Hello.
Hello. Did Toby have breakfast hours?
You did not.
I'm
Thank
grabbing
you.
an apple.
You can have an apple. That's fine. All right. So this is your inciting incident. We've got the beginning of the thing. To begin stuff rolling, somebody needs to swear an iron vow. Now, you can do it for the whole group if you want.
I figured out that we could all touch your hammer since it's so big.
I'm back.
Yeah.
All right, you guys want to swear a vow to help out this town, this village of Barovia?
Yeah,
Why not?
maybe.
Well, you need like a sorry vow. Here's the thing: you're not confined to like one vow. You can have a bunch going. In fact, the whole design of the game is that you're constantly being annoyed and distracted by side quests while you're trying to deal with your main thing.
Okay.
All right. So when you swear upon iron to complete a quest, write your vow and give the quest a rank. Then roll plus your heart. If you make this vow to a person or community,
I can't get higher heart.
I know, but the person swearing the vow, since you guys are swearing, if you're all going to swear on
Iron.
Valerie's hammer.
I'll just stab myself and swear to vow.
No, that's you touch iron. You don't have to be touched by iron.
My internal organs.
I like the idea of you
feel
like.
power
I like the idea of you like sort of planting it like next to the table,
Yeah.
like upright, so the head's right there, and everybody just kind of puts their hands on it.
Yeah.
And,
That's a neat.
and starts bleeding.
Okay, so the way where's my book? The way this works for swearing an iron vow when you are doing it for a group, everybody writes the vow down, but only one person makes the roll.
Help. What's his name?
Well, no, are you going to help? What's his name? Or are you going to help the village?
What's his name? I
What do
know.
you mean?
You can say, because what the letter actually says is, let me see.
This is a community of wealth.
We desperately need assistance within our community. So
Oh,
the
nice.
village of Barovia.
Yeah,
You know,
village of Barovia.
we will come to the assistance of the village of Barovia.
Okay, cool.
That is the camera on.
Yeah, it is. All right, so where is when you swear an iron vow, you give it a rank. All right, we're just gonna call this one troublesome because the whole
Okay.
idea of this. Okay, so Sean, on your second vow here, we're gonna come.
I said assist the village of Barovia.
Now, do any of you want it to be a slightly different vow? You can swear your own vows if you want to, but
No, I'm good.
if you're good with that as a group vow.
I'm good
Please
with
hear
that.
that word.
I'm
please.
good.
All right, so we're gonna put that down here.
A
Swear.
troublesome vow.
Come
Swear on the hammer.
to the help
No, like
of
I like pat my knife and say, I swear.
the
this-
village.
I swear on my bleeding hand.
You
No,
pet it. You're like,
it's not a blood. It's not a blood vow. It's you swear on iron. Barovia.
Barovia.
It is troublesome because the idea is that you're just coming to the assistance. What you do when you get there is
Can
going to
I
be a
have
different
my
thing.
pencil
Getting
back?
there is your deal.
That's your.
Okay, getting there is
Yeah.
coming to the assistance and figuring out what to do and that kind of thing. Coming to decide to help
Yeah.
is the
Thing.
Here's the thing. When you swear an iron vow, you give it a rank, record it on your character sheet, then you use a vow progress track to mark when you reach milestones. All right, so we're going to do this one, and we're going to look at page 98. Or we can look at this thing over here. I've got all the moves over here on sheets of paper. Okay, please don't. We're miking up, and you're yelling into the mic, and that's not going to be fun for anybody listening to it later. Namely,
Especially
me.
headphone users.
Mm-hmm. Quest moves. Swear an iron vow. When you swear upon iron to complete a quest, write your vow, give it the quest a rank, then roll plus heart.
I can't get.
You are not making this vow to a person or a community with whom you share a bond, so you're not adding +1. So you're rolling, and I want to look at one
Do we
other
roll
thing.
challenge dice? Or
Yeah,
just-
you roll because you want to see how the vow is. Okay, now
These are
hang on.
challenge dice.
The 2 10s.
The 2 10s are challenges. Only Kaylee is rolling. Hang on, I want to look at something real quick.
Well, she is the one who we're swearing on her weapon. We are swearing on her weapon.
Okay. When allies, that's you two, and me, join together to swear an iron vow, one of you speaks for the group and makes the move. The others can commit to the cause with aid your ally. If you score a hit and take plus momentum, or score a miss and choose to suffer momentum, only the character making the move adjusts their momentum track. Once your quest is underway, you share progress track and you mark progress together. Okay. So,
Yeah, Leo touched the. No wait, Kaylee touched the hammer.
I want to check because what it boils down to is other people can help you. with the vow. And I want to, please don't do that, okay? I want to see if the aid another thing has to happen before you roll, is what I'm saying. Please don't do that, Zoe. I don't want you, please don't roll unless you are needing to roll for a thing, okay? Sojourn, draw the circle. Aid your ally. Okay. So, Zoe, do you want to help her do a good job on this vow?
How about you do it since you've played this game before?
Well, no. This is your character. I'm going to suggest that Gwen help because I think we can do a cool story thing here. Secure an advantage.
Fine.
All right. So your move for this, you know what? I'm going to do it this way. What are those? What's that one labeled?
Adventure moves, combat moves, delve moves, relationship moves. Okay.
Do you see? No, that's not it. Adventure moves. Do you see secure an advantage on there?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to pull that up so you can see it, and I'm going to pull it up on my screen so
Can I
can
read
see
it?
Yeah. Let me catch up though, a little bit. It was under adventure moves, yeah.
Mhm.
All right. So give me secure an advantage.
When you assess a situation, make preparations, or attempt to gain leverage, envision your action and roll. If you act with speed, agility, or precision, roll plus edge. With charm, loyalty, or courage, roll plus heart. With aggressive action, forceful defense, strength, or endurance, roll plus iron. With deception, stealth, or trickery, roll plus shadow. With expertise, insight, or observation, roll plus wits. On a strong hit, you gain advantage. Choose one.
Okay. So the reason I'm bringing this up is this is kind of a cool thing because she can roll to assist. She can do it with charm, loyalty, and courage. So she's rolling and adding heart.
I'm going to add heart when my heart is the highest tip.
And you have spirit bound. You are haunted by someone whose death you cursed, you caused, through your actions or failures. When you consult with the spirit to secure an advantage, add +1 and take +2 momentum if you get a hit. Okay, so here's the thing, Zoe. Your sister gives you advice about this. Barovia has an evil reputation. The spirits there are very strong, they're very powerful, and they have been evil and powerful for a very long time. You will have to be very loyal to your companions, or you will fail, and you will die there like all of the rest of the tree wardens who've gone there. Show them your faith. So,
Oof, if I know we were starting off with that quest, I would have gotten a little bit more heart.
okay, so here's what I'm going to have you do, Zoe. You're going to roll your heart. You're going to roll in that heart, which is 3, which is great. And you get to add 1 because the spirit is giving you an extra bonus on your roll. Okay?
So roll your dice.
Roll your dice.
All of them. Roll, 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 roll. Okay.
4, 4, 1.
Okay,
4
so
plus what's your heart?
heart is a 3.
4 plus 3.
Plus 3 is what? 4 plus 3 is what? 7. Plus another one from the spirit.
7 plus 1.
Okay. So you got an 8 on your action dice.
Yeah.
And what did you get on your 2 challenge dice?
8.
No, what did you get on your 2 I'm sorry. Yeah, what did you get on your 2 challenge dice?
These two?
Yeah,
What'd you
don't
get
add
on?
them together.
Don't add them together. What did you get on them?
4, and a 1.
Did you beat both of them?
Yes. I guess.
Yes. 8 is higher than 4, and it is higher than 1. So what does that give you? What kind of success?
Full success.
Full success. All right.
Good job.
So
I didn't.
the
Do
way
I
that
roll for the original thing?
it's rolling up to you.
So
Die.
So what does it say for secure an advantage?
on a strong hit, you gain an advantage. Choose one. Take control. Make another move now.
No. That's not what she's doing. Go to the next thing.
Prepare to act. Take +2 momentum.
Okay.
That's small.
Hey, what is the take another move now and what now?
Take control, prepare to act.
What does it make?
Take 2 momentum.
The first option, what does it do?
Make another move now, not a progress move, and add +1.
Okay, so she adds a +1 to you right off the bat. Or okay, let's take this a slightly different way. All right, so you give her a +1, and it says here you get a +1 and take +2 momentum on a hit. So you get to take your momentum and move it up to a 4.
Yeah.
Okay, you can either take the +1 to your roll. Or her assistance to you raises your momentum by 2.
I'll take the assistance with the roll.
Okay. So what she does, rather than laying her hand directly on the hammer, is she lays her hand over yours. She's still touching the iron on either side, but she lays her hand over yours and she says, together.
Thank you, best friend.
Thank you, best friend.
And then I touch
This
my.
big old lady turns towards you and goes,
Thank you, best friend.
Oh my god. It's terrifying. All right. So you're going to roll your dice, add heart and an additional +1 for the aid another.
I'm nervous.
That's a pretty good roll.
I rolled a 9, and then a challenge dice for 6 and a 7.
Full success.
A 5.
All right. So, swear an iron vow. When you swear upon iron to complete a quest, write your vow, give it a quest rank, then roll +heart. If you make this vow to a person or blah, 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 on a strong hit, you are emboldened, and it is clear what you must do. Take +2 momentum. That's just for you,
Yeah!
Kaylee. Your momentum goes up by 2.
4. We're both at 4, Kaylee.
Hey, I got 2 momentum anyway.
You're going to get 2 momentum anyway. It rolls up.
Kaylee, we're both at momentum 4.
Mm-hmm.
Should I be voting my momentum?
So you don't need to.
No.
Nope. The mechanical advantage that Kaylee picks up is just for you guys. Now you all have the same quest, so when the quest progresses, we all have the same quest. So when the quest progresses, we all go forward on it and stuff like that.
We all
so
die?
I mean, no.
Okay, wait, I have a question about the mechanics of the dice. I don't know if this applies. So say you roll a 3 or something. Now one of the dice, they're both higher than you. Say you have a momentum of 10. Right? And you knock out one of them. So only one is beating you. Does that count as a mixed success?
Yes.
Okay.
Because it isn't about whether or not you're beating any of the dice. It's about how many dice are beating you.
Okay.
You've made it so only one dice is beating you.
Oh.
It isn't. Yeah.
Okay. I was just curious.
By
about
taking
that.
out a dice, you've basically made, only one dice is beating me. Well, that's just because you got rid of it. Yeah, that's fine. Only one dice is beating me.
It's 2 people are attacking. Only one person is attacking me. That's because you killed the other one. Yes, so only one person is attacking me.
Exactly. You basically made it impossible to completely fail the roll by virtue of only having one dice to beat.
Okay. Yeah, I was curious.
You can only have a total failure put it a slightly different way. You can only have a total failure if you were beaten by 2 dice. You have made it so that there's only one dice on the table, so you cannot have a total failure.
Okay. I was curious, but I thought you explained it last night, but I just
Also, I said something kind of wrong last night, and apparently I have to go back now through all the stuff that I've run and see if I did something wrong. But momentum only takes out dice roll numbers that are lower than your momentum, not equal to and lower.
Oh.
So if you have a 10 momentum and you roll double 10s on your challenge dice,
you're screwed.
you're still screwed. And not only are you still screwed, but it's a double, which means you're going to be screwed, and it's really, really, really going to hurt too.
Ouch.
So that kind of stinks. I think I may have done that wrong at one point. Anyway, it doesn't matter. All right. Having 10 momentum is still pretty awesome. All right, so that is, you swear the iron vow. People in the town, in the tavern and stuff, try not to stare when you're doing this, because you don't make a big deal. You don't make a big deal out of it, but they've probably never seen a swearing of an iron vow in person. This is gonna be the kind of thing is they'll tell stories about this after you guys go. It's oh yeah, there's 4 free wardens here. They actually swore an iron vow right there at that table. Yeah, the one he charges an extra penny to sit at now.
Yeah. We're cool.
Anyway, all right. So
I literally only think of you as a distraction and nothing else.
I mean,
And yet.
that's the thing. All right.
I can be your distraction and still get fist bumps, bro.
So
No.
you're not. I want to point
Fist
out
bump?
too. Your characters change, so your relationship with your characters can change. It's actually true. You can do this thing where one of the moves in here is to test your bond.
Ooh.
And if your bond is put under stress, I might have you roll test your bond. I might also have you roll test your bond if you've done something that I think is going to significantly change your relationship. And then you can change your relationship.
Cool.
Yeah. It can also give you momentum and stuff. Okay, Sean, please sit up. Please sit up. All right. So, you need to set out for Barovia. It's not nearby. It's probably only a couple days travel, but it's a route that you don't know, and it's through a dangerous area. And for that, we need to undertake a journey. Now, I'm going to put, you know what? I need to do a thing on. Let's put a couple.
Maybe I should just summon a large flock of birds and they can just carry us.
That's
down.
not how birds work.
I mean,
or
if you've got
or your skill for birds.
if you've got enough of them, they can just flap you along the trail.
Read to me what Augur does for you, Sean. Augur is the thing with the crowd of ravens, right?
Yep.
Read to me what Augur does for you.
I'm pretty sure that's asking them a question.
Right, but it's for a purpose, like a particular move.
When you summon a flock of crows and ask a single question, roll plus wits. On a strong hit, you interpret their calls as a helpful omen. Envision the response, ask the oracle if unsure, and take +2 momentum. On a weak hit, the crows ignore your question and offer a clue to an unrelated problem or opportunity in the arrow. Envision what you earn, ask the oracle if unsure, and take +1 momentum.
What's Valerie doing? I don't care. How about we tell you
About
That,
communism.
with the election?
Our clock.
What?
Help! I need to locate the grave of the skeleton king.
Basically, it gives you a way, Sean, for you to like ask the. Basically, if you ask your crows for advice, like the murder of crows, no ravens. What are ravens? Love, is it a parliament?
I was in the middle of a funny joke.
Every group of animals has a different phrase for
Yeah,
it. So
I
if you call the Parliament of Ravens and they give you advice, it's a way for you to build up momentum.
Are they ravens or are they crows?
They're ravens.
I was making a funny joke. Help! I need to find the grave of the skeleton king before it destroys us all by activating all the volcanoes in the world at once, reducing the Earth to a mini sun.
Okay,
Hey, have
that's
you heard
enough.
about the election recently?
Okay.
A group of ravens is called an unkindness.
And then kindness of ravens. I thought it was a parliament. I like unkindness. That's great.
I mean, they're all like that.
Collective nouns for groups of ravens, or at least the common raven, include rave, treachery, and conspiracy. In practice, most people use the more generic flock.
Yeah. I like an unkindness of ravens. Please come down here and sit. Please. Please.
Both of you.
Come on. All right. All right. So if you'll notice here, I have added underneath, right above the character. Close that for me. You use the mouse. There you go. Close that screen for me. Just click anywhere but the thing. All right. You see up above there, I have Team Free Warden. Click on that. Click on the character sheet, and you'll see there I've got like the vow for helping the. Now click on progress for me. We have a group progress bar traveling to Barovia. We have to get there.
Get off. No.
Okay, guys, that's not your chair, right? Okay, that's your chair. Stay on your chair.
Yep.
All right, so we need to undertake a journey. You can close. Don't so much close that. Click behind there, or just click on adventure moves. I think they're adventure moves. If it's not popping up, it's because pop that thing up. All right, undertaking a journey. When you travel across hazardous or unfamiliar lands, set the rank of your journey. This is a troublesome journey.
Okay.
Not that bad. So you get 3 boxes filled in every time we get a success.
Sweet.
This is cool. Then for each segment of your journey, roll plus wits. If you are setting off from a community from which you share a bond, add a bonus. No. All right.
Okay, who's the smartest? Me? Nice.
Well, it's based on wits.
We're all kind of equally wit.
Leo has a ability, an asset called Wayfinder.
Oh, cool.
When you undertake a journey and you burn momentum to improve your result, envision. Oh, well, I have to burn momentum to improve your result. Envision how you reorient yourself, then take +2 momentum after you reset. When you secure an advantage or gather information by carefully surveying the landscape or scouting ahead, take +1. All right, now you guys can also aid me on this too if you want.
Nope.
Okay.
I'll do it. I have a move for that.
I'll just ask the birds.
Really, what's the move?
It's because I'm a loyalist. When you aid your ally, add +1 and take +1 momentum on a hit. This is in addition to the benefits taken by your ally.
Very cool. That is super, super awesome. All right, so Leo is you might be scouting ahead. Mm-hmm. You might be actually, let me look at the book because they have a couple of really cool suggestions. I want to see which thing makes the most sense for you. It's around relationships. Undertake a journey. Just wait. If you're traveling with allies, one of you makes the undertake a journey roll for each segment, and you share a progress track. The responsibility for leading the journey can switch from segment to segment, however you like. So we have to do multiple rolls to get through the whole journey. Leo's just going to lead off. Your fellow travelers can assist you by making aid your ally moves. Perhaps they're scouting ahead, or sustaining you with a lively song while you travel.
No.
No?
Okay, who's smart enough to know something's me? Great.
They can also resupply to represent foraging or hunting for supplies en route. Everyone should offer... So resupply might be another fun thing to do. Everyone should offer narrative color for what they do and see on the journey, even if they are not making moves. Only the character making the move takes the momentum bonus on a strong hit, but because your supply track is shared, each of you mark a supply. Because one of the results is we make it, but we use up some supply, in which case everybody uses up some supply.
So I roll plus wits plus my extra +1 for my move.
Is it wits?
I thought it was wits.
You can see, so
Dad, how many
secure an
wits do you have?
advantage. Hang on. Yes, babe?
What wits do you have?
What wits do I have? A 2.
Oh,
Yeah,
two.
Everyone has a 2 wits.
But I'm going to pretend I have a free...
No.
No.
So I
All
can
right,
act
so
like I'm
when
gonna-
you
So I can act
secure
like
an
a second
advantage, so aiding another can be used
level
with
wisdom.
any stat, depends on how you do it. So if you're assisting, if you act with speed, agility, or precision, you roll edge. If you act with charm, loyalty, or courage, you roll hard. With aggressive action, forceful defense, strength, or endurance, roll iron. Okay. With deception, stealth, or trickery, roll shadow. With expertise, insight, or observation, roll wit. So if you're like scouting ahead, then yeah, it's wits.
Okay, that's what I figured.
Yeah.
Dad, what does iron mean?
Your physical strength and constitution, your toughness generally.
Wow, that sucks. I rolled a 9 and an 8. I got a 7,
Yeah.
so I failed.
Knew they would turn on you sometime.
All right.
Let me read
Called
my
it.
thing again because I want to know if I still get this stuff if I fail.
Did you get the +1 from the bonus? You get a +1 there.
This time.
Yeah, 3 + 4 is 7.
Oy. Yep. Okay. That's cool.
Math.
Wait, no, yeah, because 3 + 2 is my wits.
Yep. 3 + 2. So you didn't get a 7, you got a 6.
Yeah, damn, that sucks.
Yeah. Not a great roll.
+1, take +1 momentum on a hit. Yeah, no, it's only on a hit.
Okay,
Never
hang on.
mind, then. I guess I don't get anything.
Well, things will happen.
Lose supply.
No, shh. She's just helping by scouting. Sometimes things go wrong.
Well, I don't scout very well.
You get mauled by a wolf.
Well, you don't get.
Twice.
You don't have a
Guys.
sneak scouting because you have a giant hammer.
I didn't roll to scout sneakily, Zoe. I rolled to scout intelligently, and I still failed.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly
Guys,
the
you
stereotype.
right here.
You don't need to shout. We're right
Exactly
here.
the stereotype for a tank. Can't do anything smartly.
Oh,
Hey.
that's Sean. You didn't even help. So
Neither did anybody.
there we go. That's what I'm looking for. So what happens when So I'm gonna do a little bit of checking out here. If you want, you can look at the quest and fate moves on the side there, and look at pay the price. When you suffer the outcome of a move, choose one. Make the most obvious negative outcome happen. Envision a negative outcome. Rate 1 as likely. Ask the oracle, yes/no table, or roll on the following table. I'm going to roll on the following table because I don't really have an investment here necessarily, specifically on what should be happening. I should have probably at this point decided which one was going to be the 10s first, but interesting. Okay. All right. Huh? What's that? Okay, go put it away.
They both have it.
Throw it out. Go throw them out. All right. Hurry up, guys.
I went for like a solid 30.
Sometimes it just helps to think about something. Guys! Garbage can wasn't that far away. All right.
I know, but I had to tell her to put it in the recycling, to take it out of the recycling and put it in the trash, in which she did not listen, and I had to do it myself.
Okay, that's fine. All right. So when you say you're scouting ahead, you like actually kind of go outside of town and you know, sort of check out the road ahead of you before everybody else is ready in the morning. And there's about, what you see is that out on the road, it's still kind of foggy, it's, you know, morning fog kind of a thing. What you see on the road up ahead is that there's like 6 people like standing on the road up ahead of you.
I got
Like
my
about, call it
Well,
100-200 yards
still
down.
asleep.
Guys, 100 or 200 yards. You're not asleep, but you're still getting ready. 100 or 200 yards like down the road, away from the right from the like the town, or something like that. What are you doing?
Okay then, Kaylee, grab your hammer.
They're clear. I mean, they're not. It wouldn't be bandits. They're right next to the town, but they're also like clearly in the road and waiting.
Let's walk up to them.
Hey, if you want to rob me, get it over with.
I'm curious.
I only lose 1% of my supply.
What's that?
I'd be like, if you want to rob me, get it over with. I only lose.
You need to go turn around there, Free Warden. We heard your vow. You're not going to Barovia. Going to that place is doom. It's a curse. We don't want the curse visited back on the place that you set out from, so you're just going to head back another way and go away. Nobody goes to Barovia from this place. We don't want to draw the ire of the Baron down on us.
We won't tell him where we came from. He'll never know.
He knows everything. You'll have a stain on you.
I highly doubt that.
You're not going down this road, Free Warden. Turn yourself around or you're going to have a problem. Now they're farmers and people, townsfolk. So you've got a guy like a smith with like my big heavy Thor hammer from out there, you know, like that kind of a short-handled heavy hammer.
Mine's
Couple dudes with yours is bigger. Couple dudes with pitchforks.
Can I take them?
I mean, there's 6 of them. It's not nothing.
I roll up. Oh, I see someone's blocking.
You're not rolling up just
away.
yet.
I'm not rolling up just yet.
This is her failure, so she gets to deal with. Now we can do this one of 2 different ways. We can go into a kind of a detailed fight, or we can go into one roll for the whole shebang.
I think one roll for the whole shebang. They're just townspeople.
Okay, so it's a
Watch me fail this roll and regret that.
Okay, so there's a combat move called Babble. Go ahead and open up the combat
I'm
moves
curious.
Babble. Babble.
This count as facing danger.
Why?
Because I have
Face danger is a specific move.
Okay.
It's like the generic when you're about to do something risky and there isn't another move that matches up, but you need to do a thing.
Okay.
Like sometimes I'll be like, this guy is so tough that you need to face danger before you can even get close enough to attack him, or stuff like that. Or you've got like, I've got to swing across a crevice.
Oh.
You know, you face danger. Okay, battle. When you fight a battle and it happens in a blur, envision your objective and roll. If you primarily fight blah, 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 blah on a strong... I need to look at the battle thing because I feel like there's a thing here.
Is battle under...
It's under combat moves.
Okay, well that makes sense.
Yes, it does. When you fight a battle, this move is used as an alternative to detailed combat when you want to zoom in and resolve a fight in a single roll. Make this move. Zoom out, I should say. What are you trying to do? You trying to kill them all?
No.
Embarrass them?
No.
Drive them off?
Drive them off.
Hold them off until the reinforcements arrive?
Drive them off.
All right.
With your giant hammer, just hold up your hammer and hold
Get
it
'em outta
above their heads and just like,
My arm is getting tired.
Okay, this roll, let's say, roll and envision the outcome. A strong hit is an unconditional success. Your foes are defeated, surrender, flee, or give up their objectives as appropriate to the situation and your goals for the fight. A weak hit means you've achieved your overall objective, but at some cost.
Or lose your arm.
So these guys would be pretty... They're not necessarily... Individually, they're not even... Like, one guy wouldn't even be troublesome as a foe. All
There's
of them
6
together
of them.
is...
Troublesome.
tiny.
I wonder if it's troublesome or if it's, like, the next step up from troublesome.
Dangerous.
Yeah.
I think it's troublesome. They're farmers. I am a trained free warden with a giant hammer.
What's your giant hammer's move that you have picked up so far?
I
Giant
have...
hammer. That's
Don't.
Boop, boop, boop.
You wield a mighty hammer when you face danger, secure an advantage, or compel by hitting or breaking an inanimate object. Add +1 and take +1 momentum on a hit.
You could try to compel them before, like, the thing.
Yeah.
Or you can secure an advantage by virtue of basically intimidating them.
Just break a stone.
Maybe I compel them, because I don't really want to hurt them.
Break a stone.
just.
So compel is trying to get them, basically get them to back down. Mm-hmm. Secure an advantage would be basically giving yourself either momentum or a bonus onto your actual combat roll by like sort of, doing something like there's a mile marker right nearby and you take the hammer and smash the thing to, freaking pieces and like, I think maybe you might want to rethink this. That could be either a compel or a secure advantage because you're either scaring them and then fighting or you're scaring them and then hoping that you don't need to fight.
Yeah.
I'm good with either one. It's probably looks like that if you use the hammer for it though.
Probably compel.
All right.
I don't want to fight them. I will.
Right.
But
When
I don't
you
want
attempt to persuade someone to do something, envision your approach and roll. If you threaten or incite, roll plus iron. So you roll plus your iron, and if I listened to that correctly, it gives you a plus
the
one.
highest iron?
So what's your iron?
Also, it's my role anyway, Zoe.
I
Okay.
just want to know.
I do.
What's your iron?
3.
And so you're adding 4.
4, yeah. Full success.
You got an 8 over
2 and a 4.
a 2 and a 4. Okay. On a strong hit, they'll do what you want. And so what do you do? Like, what's your big inanimate object smashy? Is it like the mile marker thing where you
It's
just
a
like
rock.
yeah?
Break.
It's a rock.
So you just kind of swing it out and smash the thing, and you're like, maybe you want to rethink this.
Yeah. I was like, just let the weight of it just crush a rock.
Oh, so the head's down, like upside down. You just kind of like
just switch hands.
You might want to
just
think about a
let the
curse that
weight-
might happen in the future and some pain that's going to happen right now. On a strong hit, they'll do what you say and they share what they know. Gain +1 momentum.
Kaylee has the highest momentum.
I also get another momentum because I used my thing and that was a hit. So
Kaylee
Yeah.
has the highest momentum.
Yep.
Sean has 2. Dad has 2.
If you
Kaylee
want,
has
you
1.
can use this exchange to gather information, but that's probably that.
Yeah.
It's just
No.
another roll you're risking. And stuff
I
like
just
that.
I just want them to leave. Go
All
away.
right.
Bye
Good
bye.
skedaddle.
So, by the time you guys are ready to go and get on out there, Valerie's just kind of hanging out
Just chilling.
chilling on the road, leaning, sitting on this cracked rock by the side of the road. Nobody else is around. There's one pitchfork laying on laying on the ground in the middle of the road for no reason.
Hey, why is there?
Leo's like, everything all right?
Yep. Oh, good.
No, maybe we're this way. All right, now I gotta make my roll. You didn't give me any bonuses.
No, sorry.
Now, Sean, if you want, you could send the ravens out to scout or something like that to give me an assistance,
Or
to give me
just-
some help.
Not his ravens.
Flappy birds!
He only has one.
He's got auger. I mean, for
Flappy birds!
I'm not sure. What,
I summon
okay,
thee!
please don't shout. Okay, please. He's got a raven as his move. He's got auger, which summons a whole unkindness of ravens to do the augury thing. So functionally speaking, narratively, we know he's connected to a large group of ravens. One of them actually hangs out with him and likes him.
Oh, okay.
One of them, the rest of them sort of tolerate him as a necessary pain in the butt kind of thing. So he could theoretically, I mean, that narratively, he goes, I send my ravens out to scout the area ahead.
You might
Alright.
want to assist since I did not do so
Can I see your sheet for a second, please?
Sheet.
Now, if you do this through stealth and trickery and stuff like that, you'd be rolling plus shadow.
Point sheet.
Oh, secure an advantage.
No. I'll be taking that. No.
I don't think that'll give you a plus one because you're not trying to perform trickery.
I'm tricking the birds.
Do you want to summon the flock of crows? Hey, do you want... Oh, it says crows, actually. When you want to summon a flock of crows and ask a single... Do you want to summon the flock of crows and ask a question?
You could ask them where.
Like something about, like, what do you know of Barovia? Something like that. Do you want to try that?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Hey,
Or do you want to wait and do that when you till you're closer to Barovia?
now I'll do it now.
You
Hey,
sure?
unkindness, is there
You have to roll for it first.
You have to roll for it. Well, you can ask the question. That's fine.
hey, unkindness, is there 50 bears on the path? Something? Are there bears on
Ask about Barovia.
Yeah.
What
do you know about
What? Yeah. What do you know about
What
Barovia?
do you know about Barovia?
Okay, so you're gonna roll and you're gonna add your wits.
It's gonna roll.
What's your wits?
2.
2. All right.
Yeah! 4.
What'd you get on your challenge dice?
2 and a 6.
All right.
mixed
So mixed success. Can I see your auger?
26.
So you're asking about what dangers do we have on the path and things like that.
Yeah, they're already bears.
Okay.
Something.
When you summon a flock to ask a single question, on a strong hit, you interpret their calls as a helpful omen, envision their response, and take +2 momentum. That ain't happening. On a weak hit, the crows basically ignore your question and offer a clue to an unrelated problem or opportunity.
I'm not calling
Envision what you learn and take +1 momentum. So, Sean, you can raise your momentum by 1. My magnet on my watch is pulling your... So I'm going to raise your momentum by 1.
Hey man, sorry we don't know anything about the path, but do you want to know about capitalism?
No, that's not what it is. So you're asking about the path, he says, and what they say is, Barovia. All creatures in Barovia answer to the Baron. The wolves, the bats, even the birds in Barovia answer to the Raven. Be cautious when you ask for assistance there, Feathered One. It's funny that they call you Feathered One because they are legitimately
They're birds.
way more feathered
They're
than he
literally
is.
birds.
Although my coat has more feathers than their unkindness, than one bird in their unkindness. But
Yes. So they give you advice, which is that the Baron controls.
I'm
wild
hearing
creatures-
pleasant things about this Baron.
No, you're not.
This Baron.
Are you
is
going to
not.
assist her with having them scout ahead?
yeah.
Alright.
Sis,
So roll and add your roll and add
never
your
mind.
roll and add shadow
This is gonna be fun.
to aid another.
So you say that.
get a higher shadow.
All right,
5,
5. And what's your challenge dice?
8, and 5. I completely failed.
You're really not getting any help on this.
I'm not getting any help on this, and you guys keep asking, keep dealing me hard problems. All right, so that is I'm gonna roll again on my little auger thing.
Completely failed. But that's not your auger, it's mine. How dare you? How dare you steal my birds?
Please stop. I need you to stop shouting. Okay, for me, please.
I need to go to the restroom
All
real
right,
quick.
you do that.
Feel free to handle this situation without my presence.
I'm gonna go over here.
Stop. Well, if you're just gonna stutter until you finally ask the question, just don't ask the question.
Hey, you don't have any room to talk about that because you do it all the time.
How do we play a game with a lot of enemies without a girl who had a giant freaking hammer?
I don't even know what you're asking me, love.
How are we gonna face a ton of enemies if our hammer lady is gone?
She just went to the bathroom. She'll be back.
Tick, tock, tick.
All right. So I'm rolling. Okay. So you send your birds out to scout ahead, scout through the forest, scout the path, all this kind of stuff. You don't know that this is happening, okay? But I'm telling you.
As the player of Creek.
Yeah. So we're seeing this like third person. We're seeing this like in a thing where the birds are going out and they're talking. They're kind of crow chattering back and forth to one another. It's like we haven't seen anything. Yes, the free wardens will be coming along this way. So they're talking about this stuff and sort of talking amongst themselves. And you see the crows sort of land on a tree and talk about this whole situation. And then they, flap off some more. And then higher up in the tree, there's another bird, a larger bird. And it flies. And it flies off over the mountain pass and into the fog of this land that lies beyond the mountain pass. You see it actually fly past, hang on. You see it actually fly over, and I say we should see it. I don't want to say that your character sees it, but you see it actually fly over a gate that blocks the road. And where is that at? Here we go.
We see. We can barely see. Kill. So explain.
And we might need to close
So we see it fly past this.
Well, we might need to close all
It's
these
fine. I'll
things.
just listen.
Okay.
Keep going.
So, close some windows up for me. So, you see this thing that's been sort of spying on your crows, this big black bird, and it flies out into the up over the forest, over a mountain pass along the ring, into the fog of the valleys beyond, and it flies past this meager little village down in one of the valley passes, and then up to this high mountain, like sort of a high peak, on top of which is a castle. Actually, hang on.
That's sweet.
Can do that. I think I can
The
do
statues are headless.
They're so cool.
The statues
But
are
they're headless.
But it's cool.
But they're missing head. Wait, the head is on the floor. And it looks like Julius Caesar.
And you see it flying past this meager little village and up to this keep that's up on the.
I can barely see.
Yeah, I know.
I swear you took that clip from The Hobbit, because that looks so much like the fortress.
Doesn't it? All right.
I think it's cool.
Me too. I actually have another picture here, so hang on a second.
Fortress on the hill. Fortress on the hill.
And anyway, so it goes up to this castle that's up on the. Where?
Don't need the extra noise. Please stop.
It's her stuff, John. All right. I'm sorry. I lost the picture. Ugh. Oh, well, this is close enough. It's a picture that I'm using for the front of the thing. I gotta sync up something different on here. Oops. This is the front of the actual game that I have. But see that the castle there and the thing? And it lands on like a railing of like a balcony on the edge of the, on one of the balconies of the castle itself. And it sits there for a little bit, and its eyes are kind of, I don't know if they're glowing red, but they're definitely red in the black feathers. And you see someone kind of in the background. You don't see them, but you see someone kind of in the background and wearing like black clothes and that kind of thing. Walk up out onto the balcony next to them and lay their hand with these really long pointed nails, like lay their hand just on the railing next to
I don't see why. Okay.
next to the bird.
I don't see why people find this so creepy.
It's just that you hear the ticks of all the little pointy nails like coming down against the stone. And you hear this voice say, "Speak to me, my pet." So that's your. So that was me so he had a fail, and I checked the oracle to see what would happen, and it says your actions have unexpected consequences.
So what?
Finger out the nose. Finger out the nose.
He's just rubbing. Anyway. All right, so I'm going to try to undertake a journey
Good luck.
with no help whatsoever from anybody else.
No,
'cause
we
oh my God.
tried.
You
Is
did.
this still recording? Is this recording?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Then why do you push the button?
To mute it for a second. I unmuted it now.
Nice. So we're just breaking the fourth wall.
Yeah, we're playing an RPG. We're kind of sitting around in our pajamas. I think.
Kayla, get in the front. You're banging this wall down with your giant hammer.
No, we're just going down the path, guys. All right.
But I want to bang down the wall.
All right. We're not doing that though. So, all right. The move for this is undertake a journey, which is an adventure move, and I'm going to do it finally. What did you do?
I was trying to click the opening for the roll move things, and I accidentally clicked the wrong thing. I accidentally clicked to close the window.
Okay.
I'll get back in there. Hold on.
All right.
You do your thing.
All right. So, undertake a journey. When you travel across hazardous or unfamiliar land, set the rank. Blah blah blah. For each segment of your journey, roll. Add. What do I roll? Wits.
20.
I roll wits. I'm adding 2.
Roll 20.
That's not possible.
Anything is possible.
That's.
You understand the right path?
So I rolled a 1, but my wits is a 2, which gets me to a 3, which means I get a mixed success. I'll take it because that 1 filled me with.
Fear.
Determination.
Alright, so on a weak hit, you reach a waypoint and mark progress, but you suffer -1 supply. Okay.
Everyone move down your supply.
Everyone move down your supply,
+1.
and I'm gonna get my guy in here.
Oof. Alright, let's go back to the village and resupply.
Yeah, we're not gonna turn around and
What
go
do
back.
I fill in here? What? Because when we reach one waypoint, we get like a box.
Do the hashtag. That's all 4 hashes. Get it?
Yeah.
So you get 3. Nice. Well done. I'm glad I didn't have to do that. And I'm gonna move where's my supply bar? My supply is now a 4. Alright, so you go to
Hey Dad, that little cova looks a lot like Barovia.
no.
What?
Little cova, Barovia. Tell me you don't see the
Please stop.
Tell me you don't see the
Please stop.
similarities.
What?
Alright. So we're going to Barovia. The old Sphalic Road. Black pools of water stand like dark mirrors along this muddy roadway. They're
Yeah.
black because they're not.
Yeah.
No, they're not. The water's not black. The pools are black. It's dark.
Yeah.
Whatever. Thick, cold mist spreading a pallor over the road.
We gotta
Let's see if I
put
can
some
get this
lanterns in
picture.
there.
Well, you know what? I need to fix a cloud thing. Please stop rattling the dice. So, please. Thank you. Thank you. That's not what I wanted either. Come on.
You have a blank piece of paper on there. How much did you draw on it? Keep you from rattling the dice.
Yep, that's a fantastic idea.
What?
Doesn't matter. Just draw whatever you want.
Draw a crow.
Don't use the pens.
Draw an evil crow. You can use the pens if you want to.
Yeah. Illegal.
Use your colored pen.
Illegal.
No, it's not illegal.
That's what it is.
I can draw you your flag of crows, Sean.
No.
Why not?
Just draw
Illegal.
something. It doesn't matter, babe. Please, just draw something. Kaylee had a good idea.
If you're not going to draw something, give it to me. So I have something to do
Don't
with
give
my
it to me.
hands.
You can start drawing her girl with a ghost.
I need my iPad and it's upstairs.
Alright, that's fine.
Then go get your iPad.
Or give me the piece of paper. I don't need a pencil. I just need a piece of paper.
Alright.
I wanted it.
So, tree trunks stand on both sides of the road, their branches reaching up into the mist. In every direction, the mists grow thicker and the forest grows more oppressive. So the roll was not great, but luckily that 2 was terrible, so I was able to beat that. So I guess no major complications except -1 on the supply. So you guys are pushing yourselves on the road, not really taking time to hunt or forage as we go, and using up some of the preserved trail food that we haven't said. So it's like, rather than stopping and trying to like catch a rabbit and cook it, or something like that, cronies, taters, none of that stuff. It's the dried like oatmeal and trail like cram and not even milk, water. It's you're using up the supplies from the packs and everything like that, so you can just keep, and you're basically eating as you go.
Wait, how did we lose the ones that applied?
You used up some of your supplies while you were traveling. You ate. You ate a bunch of food rather than trying to hunt for it. You just ate out of your packs so you could keep walking. It's like, no, if we stop and hunt, it'll take too much time. We want to get there as fast as we can, so let's just forge on and.
Okay, everybody keep walking and just stare.
And you're eating as you walk and just hiking on the move, kind of thing. Do you want Leo to do another one of the moves, or does somebody else want to undertake a turn? This is based on the wits.
Nope. No.
I'll do it.
Bad wits.
We all have the same wit.
Yeah, you have wits of 2.
So do you.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, that rhymes.
I can continue to do it. It's fine.
It's all right. I'll try one. And if
All right. So
totally
mark
wrong,
progress. Tighten your belts. March on.
What am I rolling? Plus?
You're rolling and adding wits. That is it.
Full success.
Really?
Actually, wait, no. That's a 10.
That's a
not
10.
0.
That's no full success.
That is a partial success.
I'll take it. So it's the same kind of thing. Again, you mark progress, just like we did, but we also go through supply.
Here we go.
So the first half of the day, you guys basically push through.
Down 1 or down 2?
Just down one.
Down 1.
Okay, now we have 3 supplies.
Yeah, that's okay. When you get to some place, you can resupply, and
Like a town? It's just 80 miles
so it's
away.
about okay. So first half of the day. Did I get my little drive synchronized up? Let me see. So for the first half of the day, we travel and just use up what supplies we have. Please don't do that.
Ah,
For the first half of the day, you just traveled and used up what supplies you had. For the second half of the day, you basically push through and kind of go the same way, the same method, just because.
Circle one under each.
what do you mean?
Pick one under each little section for your character.
So as you're coming up on the end of the afternoon, I should say late afternoon,
Mm-hmm.
you reach apparently the borders of Barovia, which apparently were much mightier and more impressive once upon a time. So, well, you chuckle, but so we had how should I put this? The audience got a look at the gates before when the bird reported back to Barovia, but we're going to take a look at it again. Go ahead and close that so you can see it. And you can scroll to the right or the left, I think. Can you drag it? Kind of click and drag. No. Here.
So nice.
You see the plus minus there on the top right? Minus it. One more. There you go. That gives you a little bit better view of the whole thing. Okay. So you got that. You got a mental view of that in your mind?
Yep.
So jutting from the impenetrable woods on both sides of the road, high stone buttresses loom up, gray in the fog. Huge gates hanging from this stonework. There's 2 statues of armed guardians silently flanking the gate. Their heads are missing from their shoulders and are now lying amongst the weeds at their feet. The gate is slightly ajar, and enough to get a horse through if you were mounted, which you're not. You can pass through the gate without any problem. Somehow, the fog on the other side is colder, denser. The sun seems to be robbed of its warmth. It just generally not awesome.
Intense flapping of wings could scare some of the fog away.
I mean, that would be a lot of. That sounds like work.
And that's why I have a flock of crows.
So
I don't have to do any.
do you push through? Now one of you has an old map of. I'm going to switch to this so you guys can see this. One of you does have an old map of Barovia that you found at one point in time. You could never figure out how to find it, but you did have a map of Barovia.
Are you sure about
So what's here? Now, based on what you know and the directions that the Vistani gave you and this map that you've got, scroll down a little bit. Scroll down a little bit. You figure that the gates here. Can I ping this? See here? There's the gate you're passing, Kaylee.
So we're coming in
So
from
you're
this
probably able, if you push through, to get to the village of Barovia before nightfall, if you push hard. Or you could make camp here and just come in the next day.
Yeah.
Just come in the next day.
Make camp.
All right, that's fair.
Wait, is it nighttime?
You're making camp a little bit earlier than nighttime, but by the time you get camp made,
It'll be night.
it
It'll
will
be near
be.
night.
And that
It'll
is
be
actually a move. Now, oh, I thought it was on this one. Apparently it's not. Fellowship moves? Relationship moves? Sojourn, draw a circle, compel. Oh my god, it's hard to find this sometimes. You know what? I'm going to go to the character sheet. It's a little bit easier. Moves, make camp. There it is. Oh, that's much easier than what I'm doing. All right, Kaylee, can you click on the little, see the little 3 hamburgers? Little way over there. Click on that guy. Click on you. Doesn't really matter who. Click on your character sheet and click on moves. See the moves box next to summary? Yep. And if you scroll down, you can see the various moves. So click on make camp. It's under adventure moves. All right. So when you rest and recover for several hours in the wild, roll plus supply. On a strong hit, you and your allies may each choose 2, so on and so forth. Now, I'm actually, before we do make camp, I'm gonna scavenge and try to resupply.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna do a little bit of hunting.
For us.
So what I can do on my guy, I'm not gonna be creep. Now, do any of you guys want to? Because what I can do is basically go hunting and see if I can fill up the supply,
Nice, do that.
our supply thing. Do you guys have any interest in doing that also, or no?
Who has
No.
the better edge? Because that's like range stuff.
It's range stuff to do the shooting. It's actually a wits roll to resupply.
I have edge
Oh.
too.
It's actually a wits roll to resupply. So I'm going to look at my adventure moves for resupply. It's under the same thing. When you hunt, forage, or scavenge, roll plus wits. Okay. Well, that's fine. On a hit, you bolster your resources and add +2 supply. On a weak hit, I can still get 2 supply, but I have to cut my own momentum to do it. So, I'm going to do the roll for hunting. Does anybody want to help me?
No.
Sure.
You're going to go hunting with a hammer?
I mean, we could just get some.
Little bunny foo-foo, rockin' through the forest, find a little deer and bop him on the head.
With a hammer.
All right, bunny foo-foo.
It's a little more than bop.
I don't.
And annihilate him on the head. All right, so this
I'm
is
assisting you, right?
yeah. So you would roll and add your wits.
I would have Sean go
That's my
hunting 'cause
extra
he
one
has
for
a
my assist
knife.
my allies, right?
Yes.
Well,
Wits plus.
Sean has a knife, which is
Okay.
better than for
So that's
killing.
3 total.
Plus
3 total. So
is
there's
it 1
7.
or 7?
God.
All right, full success.
Nice. Look up the okay. Is relationship moves? Is it a relationship move? I can't remember. Heal, resupply, make camp, undertake a journey, sojourn, draw a circle, forge your bond, test your bond, aid your ally when you secure an advantage. Okay, dang it. Secure an advantage with wits. Strong hit. You gain advantage. Choose one. All right. Do you want to give me momentum or a +1 on my roll?
+1 on your roll.
All right. So nothing happens to you because you're aiding me, but it passes over to me. So I get my wits plus, so +1. So that gets me a +3. Add 3 onto my roll. That gets me a 6 God, come on. All right.
Oh my god.
What happened?
I rolled
A 10 and an 8.
a 10 and an 8. If I'd have gotten a 6, I could have beaten the 8, but that's not great, man. Oh, okay, so I try to go resupply. I
Failed miserably.
kind of actually pay the price. Pay the price. The Oracle says it causes a delay or puts me at a disadvantage. Okay. Puts
Which
me...
means we lose more supply.
No, I don't lose more supply, but we don't get any supply.
Dang it.
I don't get any supply at all, and it causes a delay. Okay. I think what that's actually going to do, Kaylee, do me a favor.
Mm-hmm.
Open up the progress thing that we had for the travel that you had. Take one off. Yeah. Because we haven't made as much progress as we would like. So I'm out until like well beyond nightfall. It's like, well, it's early. We can go hunting. I'll get some food. I come back. You know what? Actually, leave that the way it is. Leave that the way it is. What I'm going to do instead is I'm going to endure stress.
Okay.
Because I am annoyed. There's no bloody animals in this place. There's nothing to hunt. There's nothing to eat. I have wasted 4 arrows on what I thought might be something. There's nothing out here. And I just come in, I'm like throwing my bow down, and I'm going to endure stress. Now, it's just troublesome. But there is a move here. Sit, guys, can you come back over?
I'm over.
Please come over.
I'm here.
Cheers,
Sit in
please.
the chair.
When you face mental shock or despair, or just super frustration because annoying stuff, suffer minus spirit equal to your foe's rank or is appropriate to the situation. In this case, it's going to just be a -1.
Mm-hmm.
Please stop. So I roll and add spirit or heart, whichever is higher. Now, the cool thing is, I can roll and add my spirit.
Mm-hmm.
Spirit right now is a 5 because I haven't taken any spirit damage yet, and that's way higher than my heart.
Mm-hmm.
Your heart is 0.
No, I don't have a 0 heart. I have a 1. Nobody has a 0 on any other stats. But I can roll and add my spirit, which I like a lot better than anything else. So I'm going to roll and add my spirit. I'm going to roll a bloody 1. I hate these dice a little bit. Dang. All right, but I'm adding 5 to that. That gets me a 6.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That gives me a mixed success.
Which is good.
On a weak hit, I press on. It doesn't hurt I don't take any spirit damage, which is good. So I'm mostly just annoyed and grumpy. All right. Let's go back to making camp because clearly I can't help anybody with anything.
Except for shooting stuff.
Quest move, relationship
Can't even do
moves.
that.
Make camp. Who's gonna help? Who's gonna make camp while I was out hunting?
Me.
Lady with.
It doesn't really matter because you're not rolling
Zoe
a
wants
stat.
to
You're
do
rolling
it.
plus supply. All
Lady
right.
with the hammer.
So supply right now. What's your supply at, Zoe?
Everybody's supplies.
Everybody's supply is a.
3.
Okay, so you're gonna roll and roll it like supply is your stat. So you're rolling and adding 3. Make camp. When you rest and recover for several hours, roll plus supply. All of them, yeah. Just like normal. Normal roll, but your stat is your supply.
So we add these
No.
together and then
No.
add 3?
You add 3 to just your action dice. The 6.
I noticed by now.
It's okay, Sean. We're all new to this.
Um,
Oh, that's a good. That's
7, 6, 7, 6, 6.
But what?
This becomes a 9.
Okay, so did your 9 beat the other 2 dice?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Higher.
we noticed. So
All right, so I go out and hunt. I take Valerie with me. I have a terrible time. I am frustrated. I come back to a camp that's practically glittering. It's so perfectly set up.
and I'm chilling in a hammock.
There's stew. Yeah, you're chilling in a hammock. There's stew burbling over a little cook fire. A little
Casual
Burble,
ghost
burble,
story being told by a ghost.
No.
My
You-
ghost.
All right. On a strong hit, you and your allies may each choose 2 options. All right. Can you pull up the make camp so people can see what the options are, Kaylee? You can only pick an option one. I think actually we're not beat up enough to actually be able to take.
We haven't been beat up.
I am taking +1. I'm going to take focus. I'm going to take +1 momentum. Okay. I haven't taken any. I haven't, because you can recuperate. You can take plus health. I haven't taken any health damage. I haven't taken any spirit damage. So I am simply going to increase my momentum. And then I'm also going to prepare so that when we break camp, I get a +1 to undertake the journey. Okay?
I'm going to do the focus and prepare as well.
All right. It doesn't really, I mean, we can all do that because we basically can't recuperate, partake, or relax because none of us have taken any of that damage. But if you want, you guys can each raise your momentum.
1.
You raise it by 1. You can only take each option once. So we're not beat up.
Finally, I'm at 5.
Nice. Very good. All right. My momentum is at a 3. Zoe's momentum is at a 5. Kaylee, what's your momentum at?
7.
What?
I'd like you to undertake the journey tomorrow, if you don't mind. Because then if you roll real bad, you might be able to burn momentum and keep us from like getting lost in the forest.
Oh my gosh, I thought it was at 6. When did you...
She just got a +1 just now. Because she did the same thing that we all did. All right. So when we break camp, add +1 to undertake a journey. So, Kaylee, undertake a journey. It is that's the next morning. Our night is, we sleep soundly. We sleep well. We also keep a watch, so we're taking turns. And there's howls of wolves in the distance, but the forest is remarkably calm.
I do not trust that at all.
I do not trust that voice.
Can I have like a rifle that like just shoots knives?
No.
No.
A rifle that shoots knives. No.
Yeah.
All right.
That's a good idea.
Kaylee, one more roll for me, please. This is wits +1. So you get to add 3.
I thought I rolled 2 6s, but in reality I rolled a 6 and a 9, so I still failed. But I am gonna...
Okay, so explain what you just did.
I used my momentum to take out the 6, so I got a mixed success.
Have you had any complete failures? You did, didn't you, on the first aid?
Yes.
Okay. There is a thing here on the character sheet.
Stop pounding me.
Look at your character. Oh, there isn't really a place on your character sheet for it. I'm gonna track it on the online character sheet. Look at Valerie's character sheet real quick.
Okay. What's up?
If you'll see right there at the top of your character sheet, there's a thing called failures. Under summary, go down, right underneath your stats. Right underneath your stats.
Failure.
Yes. You track your failures by making hash marks, just like anything else, little ticks. And when you get it up, when you've accumulated enough failures to take a shot at it, you roll 2 10-sided dice. You roll challenge dice against that number, and if you beat
Your challenge dice.
with the accumulated numbers, then you get XP.
Oh, that's cool.
So yeah, your failures will teach you too, but they teach you more slowly than they do in things like masks. Mm-hmm. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you burned your momentum. You got a 6 and a 9. You had a 6 on the dice. So you burned your momentum to get a mixed success.
Yes.
Is that accurate? Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. So we're back to a mixed success for travel, which means one more time, supply goes down.
Oh my gosh.
We're losing supply.
What happens if we get to 0 supply?
It makes it difficult, but that's okay because when we're back in the village, when we reach the village of Barovia, hopefully there's some place there that
I'm winning.
you should be up to 9.
I was just making sure I had it right.
I'm still winning.
Very
I'm
nice.
winning the battle.
All right, so if you guys take a look at the sheet that's up on the screen, you see the travel to Barovia is ready to...
Stop. I'm winning. Okay.
Guys, please stop. All right,
It's not
so...
on light of fire.
Oop, all right.
Is the coffee ready? Do you have any plans for a second cup?
Okay, mixed success, right, Kelly?
Yep.
All right.
Wait.
So you're getting fairly close to you're getting what you think, you're probably no more than maybe 2 hours out from the village. Hang on. Guys, please don't. All right, so the last part of the journey is still within thick woods, so it's hard to see much of the countryside. What you do spot, however,
What?
is a body
Oh.
barely visible underneath a bush near the side of the road.
Oh.
Imposter proceeds to peck at it.
Lands on, like you guys are looking at, is that about the raven lands on? Peck, 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 peck. Okay, come on. Seriously?
I don't know what's wrong with you guys. That seems like a normal bird thing to do.
What do you guys do? What do you do?
I want to investigate the body because why is there a body on the side and buried in the bushes?
Male, dressed like a villager. You'd guess he's been dead less than a week, more than a day or two.
Oh, nice. So the meat's all fresh.
He's pretty. No, it's the opposite of fresh. He's puffy and he definitely has that dead body smell.
Oh.
The remains of his clothes are torn and raked with what look like claw marks. You're guessing he's probably some sort of tradesman, like it's not like a farmer, but like somebody like a merchant or a blacksmith or a somebody who had a
Stop.
What do you keep saying?
I think a wolf attacked him since there's claw marks in his shirt.
Yes, that's possible. The remains of his clothes. And if you want to have the annoying thing, like your ghost spirit is like wolf, 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 like constantly saying this, because trust me, when you have somebody saying the same word over and over again in your ear, when I heard you the first time, it's super annoying. Okay. Not wealthy, but not particularly well fed either before he died. There's a lot of paw prints in the soil around the body, big ones, probably wolves, and heavy enough to make a serious imprint in. It's not mud, it's soft, damp earth, and they're big enough to leave an imprint. He has an envelope clutched in his hand.
That's
I'll be taking that. Thank you very much.
Find a piece of paper, Dad.
I'll be taking that.
I mean, your bird, Sean's bird brings it over to Sean.
Hang on. This one's not nearly as good a shape.
Imposter, hand it over. Hand it over, imposter. Imposter, hand it over.
You have an owl, right, Zoe?
Imposter, hand it over. Imposter.
How dare you?
Imposter. Thank you, imposter. God. Oh, God. Hail thee of might and valor. Okay, this sounds familiar. I, the Virgo Master of Barovia, send you honor with despair. My adopted daughter, the fair Ilyana.
Irina,
has been these past nights bitten by a creature calling its race vampire. Wow.
keep going.
For over 400 years, this monster has drained our land of the lifeblood of its people. Now my fair Irina languishes from an unholy wound caused by this vile beast. Yet I fear too the creature has some more cunning plan in mind. He has become too powerful to be fought any longer. So I ask you, give us up for dead and encircle this land with armies and symbols of good. Let holy man call upon their power that the evil one may be contained within the walls of weeping Barovia. Let our sorrows
Leave
our sorrows to our graves and save the world from our evil fate.
Jesus. Okay,
There's
then.
much wealth entrapped in this country. Burn this place, then return for your reward after we have departed for a better life.
Hold on, what is it?
Kolyan Indirovich.
Wait,
Look, like, what
it's
kind of
in-
monster could have...
Okay, don't, Zoe. You know what I did to it, so leave it be.
No,
It just means,
there's a
Sean.
hole.
Yeah, I know. It was clutched in his hand for a week. Oh, let it be. What were you saying about Sean?
What do you mean?
I thought you had a question at the end.
No.
Okay. So I will re-summarize real quick. It's a very similar letter, completely different handwriting than the other one. So you've got, where's the
No,
other, where's
no,
the other
it's
letter?
Same font. Same
Okay,
font.
that's me printing it out, Sean. Come on, don't be silly. Where's the other letter, guys?
It's on the floor over there.
I think I fed it to imposter.
This one. I, a lowly servant of the township of Barovia, send honor to thee. We plead for thy so desperately needed assistance within our community. Irina K01 has been afflicted by an evil so deadly that even the good people of our town cannot protect her. Please come quickly, for time is at hand. This is dated 2 days ago. Okay? Nice, clean, crisp paper. Beautiful handwriting. This one looks like it was scrawled hastily.
By a wolf.
Dated a little more than a week ago. So it's older. And it says something very different, which is basically fence us in, burn everything, and then sift through the ashes for whatever rewards you can find after we're gone.
Jeez. That's quite sad.
Well,
Completely different handwriting, though.
Does anyone have a flint and steel?
I mean, you're not
Fire
gonna
charge?
you're not gonna use flint and steel to set
A blaze torch, maybe.
again. While the wording is in places very similar to the other letter, the handwriting is definitely not. Fantastic. So, 2 messages, very different requests within, no real way to see which one's the real one without further information. What do you guys do? Bury the body? Leave it?
burn it.
No.
You don't really have a means of doing that.
Bury it.
You need to get fire pretty hot. Burying it's not hard.
Do we have any like torches or something?
Again, you need to get fire hot to burn a body properly. And all the wood around here is going to be damp, kind of dampish and stuff.
I call my birds to just peck on it.
That's a really...
Bury it.
Peck.
Having a body... The purpose of disposing of the body is so that animals don't feed on it. Out of respect for the other person, you would take care of it in a way that keeps it from...
Sean, you're outvoted. We're burying it.
All right, the ground is soft. It doesn't take long to dig out with a camp tool, but you do hear the howls of wolves a couple times in the distance as you're wrapping up. First one, then 2, a few minutes later. Waste little time in hurrying on to town and the presumed safety of the town. Please don't do that.
Stop.
All right. What do we got here? That's weird. All right. And I have one last picture for the village of Barovia.
Will you please stop?
Akira, Kipo season 3.
Yeah, that's another thing we can do. But
We also haven't watched
Okay.
season 2.
no, you've watched season 2. You haven't seen 3.
Yes, we have. No?
Yes, you have. Can you close the screens there, Kaylee?
Yeah.
And hit minus a couple times. And I'm gonna grab
Oh.
You're coming in at the red arrow, obviously. I think. I assume that would be obvious.
Obviously.
And I've got a picture to kind of go with it because you're coming in sort of at night here, so.
Yeah.
Does anyone have like a bell? Need to alert the villagers.
Which way are we going? Are we going here? Are we going here? Are we going here?
Well, let's just we're gonna
I'm
stop
to
as
the big
soon as
brown-
we get to the village. We're gonna stop. I want to pull up a little.
Nice. Victory. Victory.
Ow,
I just want to see if I can find this particular. Don't. Sorry. Oh, there we go. Lovely. Oh, I have it here. Whoops. I already had the picture. It was on the screen already. Maps and background. Here we go. Let me just make it bigger. Good Lord, where's... All right, there you go.
Oh. That seems pleasant.
Does it?
I mean, when you've I mean, when you've seen your own pet bird and its entire flock peck at who knows how many bodies.
All right.
This is a very pleasant place.
I finished the journey. So we finished the journey as part of a quest or vow. Come to the aid of the village. So we're also going to mark progress on that.
How much progress?
Oh, we don't know. I'll get to that in a second.
Okay.
So, tall shapes loom out of the dense fog that surrounds everything, even in mid-afternoon, even in the evening. The muddy ground underfoot gives way to slick, wet cobblestones. The tall shapes become recognizable as the dwellings of the village of Barovia. The windows of each house stare out of pools of black nothingness. No sound cuts the silence. It's a very quiet village. Just at the edge of hearing, you can hear a single voice raised in mournful sobbing from a fair distance off inside the town. So it's almost completely quiet. Somewhere inside the town you can hear somebody sobbing.
And that means crying.
Yes. Ugly crying. Let's put it that way.
Well, I am prepared.
And a few miles away, you can see the silhouette of a castle way up on a peak overlooking the valley.
Gilly, get your hammer. We've got a vampire head to crush. Wait, I just remembered. In one game.
So we have We need to complete our journey. Can you, Kaylee? Can you do that for me? Over in the thing.
Oh.
Open up the little windows. Guys, don't mess. All right. So to do this, we hit the conclude button. Go ahead and look at what happens here, guys. You hit conclude. Just wait. You're hitting it, and it's all right. So go over to the. Never mind. I'll have you roll instead. Okay. So what you roll is just the 2 10-sided dice against that 9. Okay. Basically, it's like you got a 9 on your action dice. Okay. What did you get?
2 and a 2, so
Ooh,
full success.
That is an opportunity, actually. So not only do you complete your journey, but the doubles means an opportunity for you guys. All right. So the other thing that we're going to complete here, guys, please stop. The other thing that we're going to complete here is, well, not complete, but make progress on, is all of you have the quest for help the village of Barovia. Okay? So, on your sheet, guys, you've got that shared quest for helping the village of Barovia.
Yes.
It's a troublesome quest.
It's a troublesome quest. So
not really that important. Who cares?
you've made progress on it because you've made it here, which gives you. So we're going to mark progress on it. For that, you make 1, 2, 3, 4 in 3 boxes in a row.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 3, 4. 1, 2, 4, 3, 4. 1.
Yep, just like that. Did you do it with a pen?
3.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Now, here's how quests work, guys. You can finish a quest whenever you want to. Whenever you want to. You can finish it now if you want to. Don't. Okay? Now, here's why. When you, look at me, when you get ready to finish a quest, you roll, look at me, you roll your 2 challenge dice, and you want these numbers to be under the total number of hashes that you got.
Yeah.
So you need to roll and try to get under a 3. This would mean that your quest failed and bad stuff happens. So you want to fill the bar up at least
quite a bit.
halfway.
Yeah, we gotta fill it up quite a bit.
Give yourself a 50-50 chance, at least halfway.
Well, why don't we just fill the whole thing up and have no way to fail?
The thing is, when you finish quests, you get XP, so you kind of want to sometimes hurry it along and go, I'm going to risk it.
It doesn't say points, it just says
experience, but each one of those is a point. All right, so that's us. We've gotten to the village of Barovia. They're crying in the distance. We'll learn more next time.
I am
goodbye.
I am ready to stab a vampire.
Are you?
Perhaps a child. Maybe an orphan. I don't know.
Why would you want to stab an orphan?
I mean, I don't know if she's an orphan because we don't know if because we don't know if the person was writing daughter.
Oh, right.